Much like many of us, looking at you, Toby Morton, nice work, by the way, Trump has become genuinely obsessed with his own mortality this term. So when we see the swollen ankles, the rotting flesh on his hands, the swaying, the confusion, the sleeping in meetings, and the fact that he's told people openly that he's not sure that he's going to make it through the pearly gates, Donald Trump has a point. And Friday night he posted that 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded and aimed at Iran. Orders already given should Iran attempt to assassinate the sitting president of the United States, in this case, me, exclamation point. In this case, me. In this doomsday threat, Donald Trump paused to make sure, absolutely sure, that you knew which president was the important one. Me. He told the New York Post that he's left instructions to, quote, literally bomb them at levels they've never seen before if anything happens to him. Donald Trump is planning his own revenge from beyond the grave. And then he tells essentially a tabloid outlet about it. And by the way, constitutional experts, they've had to explain publicly there is no such thing as a presidential dead man switch, because the second he dies, the vice president, J.D. Vance in this case, becomes commander-in-chief, and the military cannot take orders from a dead man. And genuine question for you guys in the comments. At what age, because we're seeing a lot of this, what age should these guys have to give the public a real health update? Or should we actually enforce age limits on that end of the spectrum? And should we enforce it only on one party? And look, meanwhile, while this president is spending his nights writing his own eulogy in advance, the Senate has that mortality mystery on its hands and refuses to talk about it. Mitch McConnell hospitalized since June 14th. Then this week, a man was spotted leaving his D.C. house carrying carpet samples and floor tile while the senator remains in the hospital. And it's all because his office won't say anything. They've had that one statement that shows the picture with his wife, but we haven't verified that that was a real statement or a real picture. Meanwhile, TMZ is interviewing carpet guys, red, blue, and gray, if you're keeping track of what he's redecorating his house with. I mean, we've reached the point where the most detailed information on the medical status of the people running our country came from a flooring contractor in a driveway. And hell, God, I hate when she's right. Laura Loomer was right again, calling this a massive cover-up, and predicted that his office would announce that he peacefully passed away in his sleep any day now. So far, his office is denying that, putting out these pictures with his wife. But as for Trump, this is all about putting the attention back on him. People like McConnell and Lindsey Graham are passing away or falling ill. And frankly, even in death, Donald Trump cannot be outdone. He has to be the center of attention. He has to be the person that's on everyone's mind in life and in death. It's why he's building the arches and naming things after himself. He's worried. He's scared. Because he knows that in death, to quote Hamilton, you have no control of who lives, who dies, who tells your story. And the man in charge of our nuclear codes and our national defense is publicly rehearsing his own funeral revenge fantasy out on social media. And we have Mitch McConnell with mystery health issues. He might not even be alive. We don't know. And neither situation will ever get us a straight answer from the people that are actually running this country. And that's why I'm going to ask you to subscribe, because somebody has to keep asking these boring, obvious questions that nobody in Washington wants to actually answer. Like, are you okay? Like, really okay? And if not, why don't you just tell us?